my first fight. I'll never forget it. His name was Devin. Just remember, all right, I'm gonna do, and then boom, he just hits me with a roundhouse kick in my ribs. I'm lost my air, I can't breathe. He just mopped the floor with me repeatedly, absolutely obliterated me. So that was my first fight. I just remember coming on my way home, and my mom and my dad were like, you don't have to do this. We're proud of you for even trying this. Let's lean into your strength, which is clearly not this after today's demonstration. I just remember coming down from my room later, I think it was the next morning or something. There wasn't like a lightning bolt moment. It was just kind of like a peaceful, matter-of-fact decision. I don't even remember. I just said, Mom, I'm gonna do this. Like, I'm tired of quitting stuff and not being strong enough to do it. I know that if I'm gonna be successful at something and I want to do this, I have to just face it. I started training 50 push-ups every day, started spending hours and hours at the dojo, and over time I got better. It's not about how great I became, it was about the fact that I made some decision to really go after what I believed in. I think that's the big takeaway here that I really want you to think about, which is, if you feel like you're at a moment right now where you are facing some Devin in your life, something, whether it's inside or outside of your control, you feel like you're just getting wiped to the mat, that everything you do, you're getting a roundhouse kick to the side, and you're losing air, you're holding it together for you, for your family, whatever. I've been there, and I think there's a lot of people who have been there, right where you're at. This whole experience with Devin, the blessing is that I finally got to the point where I had to make the decision for myself that I was gonna do this, no matter what. And I think that when it comes to that, when we make that decision for ourselves, we put in that work. We take that next step and we say, I'm gonna do this. I don't know where this is gonna lead. Start to see the change in not just your performance, but in your character. That's the most important thing, because I'll tell you, I definitely know I fought Devin later in my athletic career. I can't tell you what happened. I don't remember that because it didn't matter after a point. Beating Devin wasn't my reason for existing and my reason for training, but the real transformation came with who I became along the way, how I grew as a person and as a fighter, as a competitor, as someone who was so uncomfortable being on the mat and fighting, to being the type of person who chose to do that. No longer became so uncomfortable. Did I love it? Did I I'm all about confrontation? Oh no, right? But I know I can do it because I kept stepping into that uncomfort and stepping into